Students, in my previous video, I have discussed radius of curvature. I explained you what exactly is the meaning of radius of curvature, and then we did few questions where I took the pedal form as well as the Cartesian form. So now in today's video, we will discuss polar and parametric form. Let us quickly revise the formula. When I am talking about the parametric form means the question is given like this. X is some function of one variable and y is some function of same variable. In that case, the radius of curvature represented by rho is given by x1 square plus y1 square power 3 by 2 upon x1 y2 minus y1 x2, where x1 is equal to dx by dt, y1 is equal to dy by dt, x2 is equal to d2x by dt square, and y2 is equal to d2y upon dt square. So when I substitute all these values and simplify, I get radius of curvature. If you don't want to remember a new formula for parametric, what you can do, you can always use the Cartesian form. But for using Cartesian form, I need y1 which is dy by dx and y2 which is d2y by dx square. So how to get the dy by dx in parametric form? Y1, that is dy by dx, is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. This will give me dy by dx. And y2 means d2y upon dx square, which is equal to d by dt, dy by dx, dt by dx. This formula you have learned in your 12th grade. So once you get y1 and y2, you can use this formula, right? Then the second one is the polar form, when the relation is given between r and theta. So this is the formula. While doing the polar form, two things you keep in mind. The very first thing, keep r as r only, so that your whole solution will come in terms of r, and at the end we will replace, because many times r will get cancelled. And the second thing you have to keep in mind, it is always advisable to find r1 first. You take log and then you solve, right? Now I will do few questions so that you will get the idea and you will understand what I want to tell you. Okay, let us start with the first question. Now my first question is, show that radius of curvature of cycloid x is equal to a theta plus sine theta, y is equal to a1 minus cos theta is 4a cos theta by 2. Now it is clearly a parametric form. So now for parametric form, what is the method to do? I will first find out. See, it is always best you write down the derivatives, because in derivatives so you will not do mistake. So you will get marks for at least derivatives, right? So first I will find out x1 which is equal to dx by d theta. So it will be a1 plus cos theta. Then I will find out y1 which is equal to plus a sin theta. See here, a is a constant, theta differentiation is 1, sin theta differentiation is cos theta. Here 1 differentiation is 0, cos theta is minus sin theta. So I will get this. So this is basically dy by d theta. Okay, if you don't write this, it is perfectly okay. You can directly write x1 and y1 also. This is for your understanding. Now what is x2? x2 is again differentiated. Now a is a constant, differentiation of 1 is 0 and cos theta is minus sin theta. Now y2 will be equal to a sin theta, means it will become a cos theta. Now what is the formula for rho? Rho is equal to x1 square plus y1 square power 3 by 2 upon x1 y2 minus y1 x2. It's easy to remember this formula. Okay. Now let us put the values. So x1 square means square of this thing, right? So a square and 1 plus cos theta square plus y1 square means a square sin square theta power 3 by 2. Go to the denominator. Now x1 means a 1 plus cos theta into y2. y2 is a cos theta. Okay. Minus, what is minus? y1 x2. So minus will become plus. A will become a square. Sin theta will become sin square theta. Right. Now let us try to simplify this. Now this a square I can take common, but when I take it common, it will come as the power 3 by 2. Okay. Now inside the bracket 1 plus cos theta whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now plus this sine square theta power 3 by 2 upon. Now denominator, if you observe, this is a and this is also a square. So I can take out a square common here also. Right. So here what is left in the bracket? Cos theta plus cos square theta plus sine square theta. Correct? Now observe carefully. A square to the power 3 by 2 if I do, 2 will get cancelled. So a cube. A cube upon a square is what? A. So all a sorted out. I am left with only a. Inside this bracket, we know that sine cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. Now this one and this one will become 2. So 2 plus 2 cos theta. And denominator cos square plus sine square is 1. So 1 plus cos theta. Right? Now observe carefully here 2 is common. If I take out 2, but it will come with the power 3 by 2. And I am left with 1 plus cos theta to the power 3 by 2 upon 1 plus cos theta. And when no power means it is 1. Then what is the exponent law? If you have x to the power 3 by 2 upon x to the power 1. So we write it x to the power 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1 is what? 1 by 2. So x to the power 1 by 2. So this exponent thing I will use here. So I will get rho is equal to a. Now 2 to the power 3 by 2 means what? See, I can write it 2 to the power 1 by 2. 3. 1 plus cos theta 1 by 2. Correct? Now rho is equal to a. 2 to the power 1 by 2 is what? Root 2. So root 2 and root 2 because cube is there na. 1 plus cos theta is what? 2 cos square theta by 2, half angle formula, and power 1 by 2. Right? Now here a is to a. Now root 2 into root 2 is what? 2. And this way is also root 2 because this power is 1 by 2. So again 2. So 4 I got. Cos square power 1 by 2 is what? Cos. So cos theta by 2. I got the answer or not? 4a cos theta by 2 is my answer. Right? So I got rho is equal to 4a cos theta by 2. So little exponent and little trigonometry I have used. And I am done with the question. Okay. So this type of questions, parametric form, find out the derivative and put in the formula. So only little bit algebra you are applying here. Nothing complicated or great I am doing. It's simply putting the value and simplifying. That's it. Let us see one more question. Now again it is a parametric form. Now I will do the same question by the second method. For parametric I told you two methods, right? One I told you parametric and other I told you convert it into Cartesian and then work out. So now just for you, because one student requested me to show by this method, I will be doing it by the other method. You can do by the same parametric formula, you will get exactly same answer. Okay, now let us start. First thing I will find out dx by d theta. So how I will do? By chain rule, this 3 is there. So 3a cos square theta minus sin theta. Right? And dy by d theta will be 3a sin square theta, and sin theta differentiation is cos theta. Now first I want y1. y1 is dy by dx, which is dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. I am doing it by second method. You can do it by the first method as well. So it will be 3a sin square theta cos theta upon 3a cos square theta sin theta and one negative sign. So I am left with, see, minus 10 theta. Correct me if I am wrong. Sin square and sin cancel. Cos and so sin by cos, which is 10 theta. So I got y1. Now I will find out y2. y2 means, what is the formula for y2? It is d2y upon dx square, but it is parametric form. So the formula works like this. d by d theta of dy by dx into d theta by dx. So if you are okay with this formula, then only you should use this method. Okay. So now substitute the value. d by d theta of dy by dx minus tan theta. So differentiation only of this bracket, okay, into d theta by dx means 1 upon dx by d theta. D theta by dx is what? 1 upon dx by d theta, right? So that is what I'll write. 1 upon dx by d theta. Already I have done the value here. That value I'll put. So minus 3a sine theta cos square. Correct? And what is the differentiation of tan theta? Secant square theta, right? So minus minus to became plus. So secant square theta upon 3a sine theta and cos square theta. Correct? This is my y2. Now, the best part of this question is that they have given me a value that I want it at theta is equal to pi by 4. It reduces my calculation. Right? So, I will put pi by 4. Even if you apply the parametric formula, first you find out x1, y1, x2, y2 and calculate it at pi by 4. So, small numbers will come. Then only you have to put those numbers in the formula. So, now here let me find out what is the value of y1 at theta is equal to pi by 4. So, minus 10 pi by 4 is what? 1. Same way, now y2. So, y2 at theta is equal to pi by 4 is equal to, now see, secant pi by 4 is what? Root 2. Root 2 square is 2. Then 3a sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Right? 1 by root 2 means root 2 will go here. And cos pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2, but it is square, so 1 by 2. So, one more 2 will come here. So, I'll get 4 root 2 upon 3a. Right? So, I got y1 value, I got y2 value. Correct? Now, I will go and substitute this in my Cartesian formula. What is my Cartesian formula? Rho is equal to 1 plus y1 square. I wrote reverse, don't get confused. Upon y2. So, 1 plus y1 square is 1 power 3 by 2 upon y2. That is 4 root 2 upon 3a. Correct? Now, rho is equal to 1 plus 1, 2. Right? 1 plus 1 is 2. So, 2 to the power 3 by 2, again the same thing. Root 2 into root 2 into root 2. Right? So, it will be 2 root 2 into 3a upon 4 root 2. So, root 2 got cancelled. This got cancelled. 2's are. So, 3a by 2 is my answer. Easy? So, this is how you can do by both the methods. So, you can try both the question by both the method and later you can decide which method you want to opt. Okay. Now, let us see the next question. Okay. Next question. You try it by yourself. Whatever method you are liking, do it. X and Y are given. It is also a parametric form. Solve it. It's very easy. Just remember that when you differentiate this, you have to apply product rule for t and sin t. Here also for t and cos t, you should apply the product rule and your answer will be 80. Okay. So, now let's move to the next thing. Now, look at this question. R is equal to a e to the power theta cot alpha. So, clearly it is a polar form because it is in terms of r and theta. Correct? So, now as I said, whenever it is a polar form, it is best to take the log. There are few questions which are more easy when you don't take the log. That example also I'll give. Now, here since it is exponential and power, log is the best option. So, now take log on both the sides. So, log r is equal to log a plus log e means only power will come theta cot alpha. Okay, and this question will have that alpha is constant. Okay, always even if they are not mentioning, you have to consider it constant because it is the equation between r and theta. So, a and alpha are constant, right? Now, differentiate it 1 by r, dr by d theta is equal to log a differentiation is 0. Now, see, this is a constant. Don't do this mistake by differentiating it. So, cot alpha will remain cot alpha and differentiation of theta is 1. So, I am left with only cot alpha. Okay. So, now dr by d theta is equal to r cot alpha. Implies r1 is equal to r cot alpha. This is my first. Whenever you get the results, always highlight it or make it equation number 1 or equation number 2. Now, do r2. R2 is equal to, now you have to apply the product rule. Right? So, differentiation of R is what? R1 cot alpha. Do I need to apply the product rule? No, I don't need, because cot alpha is the constant. So no need to apply the product rule. Now what is the value of R1? R1 is R cot alpha, right? So R cot square alpha, right? Now I got the second value also. This is my R2 value. Now I will go to the formula. What is my formula? Now what I was telling you, leave R as R only, is that don't put R is equal to this value in the R1 and R2. Let it be R. Why? Because my row formula is like this: R square plus R1 square power 3 by 2 upon R square plus 2 R1 square minus R2. Okay, so rho is equal to R square. Don't put the value of R here also. R1 square means what? R square cot square alpha power 3 by 2 upon R square plus 2 R square cot square alpha minus R2. What is R2? R cot square alpha. So R square cot square. Right? Now rho is equal to, from here R square is common. Remember, when R square is coming out, it will come out with the power 3 by 2. And I am left with 1 plus cot square alpha power 3 by 2. Upon denominator also R square, I can see it is common. So I am left with 1 plus 2 cot square alpha minus cot square alpha. Now R square power 3 by 2. 2 will get cancelled. R cube. R cube upon R square, only R. So rho is equal to R 1 plus cot square alpha power 3 by 2 upon 1 plus, again this is cot square alpha. Now again that exponent thing, 3 by 2 minus 1 is what? 1 by 2. Think like that. 3 by 2 is what? 1.5. And 1.5 minus 1 is what? 0.5. So I am left with rho is equal to R 1 plus cot square alpha power 1 by 2. Correct. And what is the value of 1 plus cot square alpha? Apply the trigonometric formula. So this will be cosec, right? Cosec square. So rho is equal to R cosec square alpha. So square get cancelled, only cosec alpha. Correct. And now next step, rho by R is equal to cosec alpha. Why I did rho by R? Because what was my question? Show that rho by R is a constant, right? That's the reason I need rho by R. So rho by R is equal to cosec alpha. Now alpha is constant, so cosec alpha is also constant. So hence proved. Easy? Now we are done with one question of polar form as well. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Now see. Find rho for this at pole. Okay. So now let me start with this question. I want to find out the value of rho at the pole. Okay, I think this function I have written wrong. The function is not this. Wait, I'll change the function. Function is sine theta, because I want to take this question particularly because I want to show you sometime without taking log, the question is easier. So my question is R is equal to A sine n theta. Okay, now see. First of all, what is a pole? Like in Cartesian form, this is origin 0, 0. Same way, when I talk about the polar form, I know that this is a radius vector r and this is a theta, and this point is known as the pole. So at pole, theta is 0 and r is equal to 0. So when I am saying pole means r is 0 and theta is equal to 0. This I will keep in mind while doing the question. Now since it is a polar form, I will start by, I want to find out r1. Now see, even if I take log, it is not going to help me much. In fact, it will complicate the case, because differentiation of sine theta is to cos theta. But if I put a log over there, it will become 1 upon sine theta into cos theta, which will take me to the cot. So I will get it's not complicated, but yeah, you have to remember the differentiation of cot and all. So the better option is directly differentiate. If r is equal to a sine n theta, what is r1? A cos n theta into n. And what is r2? R2 will be again differentiated. So n square A sine n theta with negative sign. So I got R1 and R2. Now this R1 and R2 I need at pole, right? So at pole, R1 at pole is equal to theta is 0, cos 0 is 1, so NA. Same way, R2 at pole is equal to sine 0 is 0, 0. Let me find out for R also, because I need R also in the formula. So at pole, my value of R is also 0. Correct. Now see, the question will become so easy. So rho is equal to, what is the formula? R square plus R1 square power 3 by 2, then R square plus 2R1 square minus R2, right? You, while doing the practice, write it again and again so that you will not do the mistake in exam. Now R is 0, R1 is NA. Okay, so NA square and power 3 by 2 upon 0 plus 2 NA square minus 0, right? So rho is equal to NA cube. 2 and 1 by 2 again cancel. See, the pattern is almost same. If you do 2-3 questions, then all the question you will be able to do very quickly. So NA square. So it is NA by 2, which is my answer. Let me check. Okay, there was no show that it was find the radius of curvature, right? So I got answer as NA by 2. Correct? So I am done with this question also. So always sometime when they give the point, now it become easy because these values will be then small values. Okay. Let's see one more question. Now this type of 5 to 6 questions are there where they change the curve and say varies inversely, varies directly, like that. I'll do one question for you and then remaining question I'll just read out so that you will have an idea. Okay. Now let us start with this question. Now here I can see the powers are there. So directly differentiating makes no sense. I should take log and start. Okay. So now first step, I will take the log. So now how I'll take the log? N log R is equal to N log A plus log of cos n theta. Okay, now differentiate. N by R dr by d theta is equal to 0 cos n theta minus n sin n theta. Right? So R1 is equal to minus R tan n theta. Easy? First step I did. Now second step, R2 I want. R2 is, again I'll apply the product rule in this. Differentiation of R is R1 tan n theta. Okay. Now plus R, differentiation of tan n theta is secant square n theta and n. Right? Now in this I have R1. So it is always advisable to convert it to R. If you don't do, then also it's okay. Last step when you put the formula, that time you can do, but there you may do the sign mistake. So I'll just put the value here only. Now R1 is equal to minus R tan n theta. So minus R tan square n theta plus nr secant square n theta. Correct? If you want, you can open the bracket also and r tan square n theta minus nr secant square n theta. If you don't want to open, that is also okay because this minus will be absorbed in the formula. But okay, since I have done, let it be like this. Okay. Now I got the value of R1 and R2. Now I will go back to my formula. My formula says rho is equal to R1 square, R square plus R1 square power 3 by 2 upon R square plus 2R1 square minus R2. Correct? Now let us put the values. It will look lengthy, but it is not. Okay. See now again R, I am not putting the value because I know these R will get cancelled after taking common. Now plus R1 square. What is my R1? R tan theta. Since I am squaring, minus will become plus. So R square tan square n theta. Don't do this mistake of putting minus here because of this minus. Okay, we are squaring this whole value. So minus will become plus power 3 by 2 upon R square plus 2r square tan square n theta. Again here also minus will become plus. Now minus r2. So here I'll write the value of r2, and this is what I was saying. Even if I keep this minus sign out, so it will become plus. But anyway, since we have converted, so I'm putting r only. So r tan square n theta minus nr secant square n theta. Right? Now we have to simplify it. So rho is equal to, again, see, in all the question I am following the same trend. Take this r square common along with the power 3 by 2. And top I am getting 1 plus tan square n theta power 3 by 2. Now denominator also r square is common. So what is left? 1 plus 2 tan square n theta minus tan square n theta minus plus n secant square n theta. Right? Now next step, rho is equal to, again same thing, 2 to cancel, r cube upon r square is only r. What is 1 plus tan square theta? Secant square n theta. Now this r square is gone. Now this is what? 2 tan square theta minus tan square theta is only tan square theta. Okay. So I have 1 plus tan square n theta. I am writing it like this, plus n secant square n theta. What is 1 plus tan square n theta? It is secant square. So r secant, again 2 and 1 by 2 cancel, cube n theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is what? Secant square n theta. So secant square I can take common, and I am left with 1 plus n. Correct? So now my rho is equal to, now this secant cube and secant square got cancelled. So n secant n theta upon 1 plus n. So I reached to one answer, but it is in terms of theta. So this theta I need to eliminate, and anyways the question is saying about the inversely thing. Now from where I get the value of this theta, I'll go back to the question. Now see, what is my question? R to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta. Let me do here. My question is r to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta. If I bring this cos here, 1 upon cos n theta is equal to a to the power n upon r to the power n, and 1 upon cos is what? Secant. Right? So secant can be replaced by this. So rho is equal to r a square upon r to the power n 1 plus n. So rho is equal to a square upon 1 plus n and 1 upon r to the power n minus 1. Now what is this? A is constant, n is constant. So rho is equal to some constant upon r to the power n minus 1. What does it mean? It means rho is, since 1 upon r to the power n minus 1, inversely proportional to r to the power n minus 1. I have written directly inversely, right? Inversely proportional to n minus 1, right? So this type of questions, usually in polar form, they ask where you have to show that it is directly proportional or inversely proportional. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Okay. Let's see this question. So quickly we will do this question now. Let us take log. So log r. First we will just see this question and work for our rho. Then we will see what they are asking. Log r is equal to log a plus log of 1 plus cos theta. Right? 1 by r dr by d theta is equal to 1 plus cos theta minus sin theta. Right? And this is nothing but minus 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 upon 2 cos square theta by 2, which is nothing but minus tan theta by 2. Correct? Half angle formula I have applied, and if you have done the differential calculus, you might have done the questions where you are finding out phi and all. In that, this question is very common. R is equal to a 1 plus cos theta. So this question should be on your fingertips. Correct? So what exactly I got? I got R1 is equal to minus R tan theta by 2. Correct? So I got the value of R1, but I need the value of R2 as well, right? So now for R2, just differentiate it again. So now how I will differentiate it? R2 is equal to product rule. Always whenever minus is there, keep it outside to avoid the confusion. So R1 tan theta by 2 plus R secant square theta by 2 and 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 I'll write here. If you compare it with the previous question, there it was n plus 1 coming, here 1 by 2 plus 1 is coming. Only value is there in place of n. Okay, but the process remains same. Now, as I did in the previous question, minus R1 I will replace. R1 is what? R tan theta by 2. So it will become R tan square theta by 2 plus R by 2 secant square theta by 2. Right? Now go back to the formula. Now I am not writing, I am just putting the value R square plus R1 square power 3 by 2 upon R square plus 2R1 square minus, so minus and minus become plus R2. So R tan square theta by 2 plus R by 2 secant square theta by 2. Okay. Now rho is equal to R square as usual coming out. Square and 1 by 2 cancel. R cube 1 plus tan square theta by 2 power 3 by 2. Denominator take R square common. What is left? 1 plus, now I am writing it directly. See, R square gone from here. So it is 2. Now here, see, I did some mistake, I think. Yeah, here minus sign I forgot. Right? Because it is minus, right? This is also minus. Now see, 2 tan square theta minus tan square theta is tan square theta. So tan square theta by 2, right? And plus 1 by 2 secant square theta by 2. Then rho is equal to R. 1 plus tan square theta is what? Secant square theta by 2 power 3 by 2. Okay. 1 plus tan square is secant square common. So 1 plus 1 by 2 is what? 3 by 2. Right. So 3 by 2. Correct. Now rho is equal to R secant theta by 2 and 2 by 3. Correct. So now I reach to this point. Now the next step is what? I want to, one thing so I did. Now I need to understand what they are asking. They are asking rho 1 and rho 2 are the radii of curvature at the extreme and you need the square of this. So let me square it and I should put the value of R as well. So I'll put 2 by 3, R is equal to what? R is equal to A1 plus cos theta. So A1 plus cos theta and secant theta by 2. Correct? Now I will try to simplify it. 1 plus cos theta is what? So rho is equal to 2 by 3 A 2 cos square theta by 2 and secant theta by 2 and cos is 1 by secant only. Correct? So I am left with 4 by 3 A cos theta by 2. So let me say it is rho 1. So rho 1 is equal to 4 by 3 A cos theta by 2. So what is the rho 1 square value? It is 16 by 9 A square cos square theta by 2. Now try to understand this question. It is a cardioid. Okay. Now this curve looks like this. If you don't draw, it is perfectly okay. It looks like this and I am saying if here it is rho 1, the end of the other diagonal is this thing called as rho 2. So how much theta is changed? Theta is changed by pi. So if I want to find out rho 2, so rho 2 is nothing but in place of theta, I will put pi by pi plus theta. So rho 2 will be 4 by 3 A cos theta is pi plus theta. See, this is pi plus theta, right? Upon 2. So 4 by 3 A cos pi by 2 plus theta by 2. And what is pi by 2 plus theta by 2? I am using pi by 2, so it will go to the next quadrant. So 4a by 3 sine theta by 2. Okay. Even if it is negative, I don't care because I have to square it at the end. Right? So basically, rho 2 square is equal to 16 by 9 a square sine square theta by 2. Now, as per the requirement, I want to prove that rho 1 square plus rho 2 square is this. Now, what are my values for rho 1 square plus rho 2 square? If I look at this, my rho 1 is 4a by 3 cos square theta. Okay. So, rho 1 square plus rho 2 square is equal to, it is 16 by 9 a square cos square theta by 2 plus 16 by 9 a square sine square theta by 2. Correct? So now here 16 by 9 a square is common, sine square plus cos square is 1. So I got this as my answer. Let me check whether my answer is correct or not. Yes, we are correct. So this is how you have to proceed, and you have observed in almost all the questions of polar, I was getting the same type of structure. So don't get confused. If you do 2-3 questions, you will automatically understand what is coming common, where is a minus sign. For example, there is another question, r 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2a, and you have to show that rho square varies as r cube. So take log, solve rho, square it. You will get the answer. Okay, same way there is one question which we just now did. R is equal to a1 plus cos theta. But now they are asking show that rho square by r is constant. So this is one question. Now see, go back to the previous question. Now I got rho value, right? What is my rho value? My rho value is this thing. And what is the question just now I wrote? Rho square by r is constant. So rho square, what is the value of rho square? This is the value of rho square. So rho square by r, if I do, it is a constant. See rho here directly, you can see the value here. So rho by r is what? Rho by r is 2 by 3 secant theta by 2. If you put the value of secant, then it will become constant. Correct? So it's like all questions are similar. Only they are adding one additional thing over there. Right? So now we have covered all the question of pedal. We have covered all the question of Cartesian, polar and parametric. So do this this topic nicely. It's easy. Only the questions are lengthy. Okay. All the best. Thank you.